Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Susan McGuire, Director of Professional Development at ACCE, and I am happy to welcome you to our Spring 2019 ACCE E-Tour. During this webinar, we'll present an overview of the many membership benefits and resources we have on our ACCE website, plus ACCE's in-person networking options and information resources. With me today is Jen Pack, our Resource Manager, and we're both pleased to be here with you for our tour. So before we begin, I just have a few housekeeping items. First, attendees are in listen-only mode during the webinar to avoid background noise. If you have a question, you can use the question function in the webinar panel. We will handle questions after our short presentation. When you're ready to do so, you can look at the lower right-hand corner of your screen where you have your webinar panel. Open up the question box and just type in your question. And we, at the end of the presentation, will read your question out loud and answer it. And if for some reason Jen or I don't have the answer because we're just two of many ACCE staff people, we will take it and we will contact you directly after the webinar, or if we run out of time. And by the way, feel free to type in your question anytime during the webinar, during the presentation, when you think of it, and we will again answer it at the end. Finally, this webinar is being recorded and it will be up on the ACCE website within the next 24 to 48 hours, along with a link to our Fast Facts guide, which gives some quick information on logging in and accessing information on the site. You can also download the Fast Facts Guide as a handout from the webinar panel. Again, on the lower right-hand side, just open up the handout row or section of the panel, click on the Fast Facts Guide to download it. And if you would prefer not to download it during the presentation, that's perfectly fine. I will post it afterwards along with the recording on our ACCE webinar page. So for right now, all you need to do is sit back, watch, and listen. So with that, let's begin the tour, and I'll start off by turning over the presentation to Jen. Jen, take it away.
Thanks, Susan, and welcome everybody. Today we're going to tour the ACCE site and start with the basics, such as how to log into the site and review and update your membership information. Keep in mind that some of the resources will be changing in the future, and you can also use the Ask ACCE online form if you need assistance. And that can be found right from our homepage, right in the middle, right here. And our homepage is frequently updated with news such as event listings, as you can see here. And these include upcoming webinars, division roundtables, conference calls, and more. And if you click on See More Upcoming Events, you'll see a complete listing of ACCE online events, as well as other chamber-related conferences and events. Then I'm going to go back up to the top, and this menu appears on all of the web pages on our site. We have About, which is where you can find out more about the board of directors, and also link to our new strategic plan, and find out more about the All Access Pass, as well as the Horizon Investor Program. Professional development, Susan will be talking about this a little later, as well as networks, which are opportunities to learn and network with your ACCE colleagues. I'll cover information later, that's the information office, as well as Fringe Benefits. So first I'm going to talk to you about how to log into the site. You just click on Login, which can be found on the upper right of any web page. Put in your username and password, and each member of your chamber should have his or her own username and password. And if you don't have it for some reason, you can request it using the Ask ACCE online form. Oh, I don't know why it took me here. Here we go. This is normally the page you would see when you click on Login and then actually put in your email and password. I've been trying to access a document earlier, so maybe that's why it took me there. So once you're logged in here, you can see the events you're registered for. You can also access the ACCE membership directory and go to dynamic chamber benchmarking, which we're going to cover a little later. And I also want to show you how to update your personal information. So under My Membership is where you can do this. It's where you can change your username and password, and then also update personal information here, such as your personal interest areas. It's also where you can find your ACCE ID if you ever misplace that. So, and the professional interest areas are down at the bottom here, and you'll need to click Edit to uncollapse the area, and you can click check and uncheck any that you're interested in, and you'll get newsletters from these various divisions. Okay, I think we're going to move on to networks now.
Okay, well, thank you, Jen. So I'm going to talk about the ways that you can network and learn from your chamber peers through ACCE's networks, divisions, community peer groups, and more. So let's start with big picture. Let's start with the member directory. Within the member directory, you can search for individual members, ACCE members or chambers, and you can email members through the directory too. We also have a separate business directory where you'll find our official corporate sponsors, as well as business members and consultants who serve our industry. Additionally, some of these business members or sponsors offer affinity programs designed to generate non-dues revenue, and many of them exhibit during our annual convention, which will take place this year on July 14th through 17th in Long Beach, and I'll be talking about that in a little while. Now let's take a look at our networks. We want to extend an invitation to all of you to join our networks, and we're looking forward to connecting you. Our community peer groups are specifically designed for CEOs to help build peer relationships within groups that are organized by community type and size. And you can see them here, metro cities, major cities, emerging cities, and so on. Just click on any of those to get more information on community size. With in-person meetings and exclusive online networks, our peer groups are lively sources of emerging trends and innovative work being done, and we welcome your involvement. As I said, you can view the roster for each one of these peer groups through the link provided, and you can email them individually directly through the roster too. Now let's take a look at divisions. They're another great way to connect. Divisions are open to everyone and are truly your home base. They're organized by job function, as you can see. So communications and marketing, diversity, equity, inclusion, education and talent development, events, and so on. So they help you connect with folks who are doing the jobs that you are doing. To join a specific division, you can just follow the link shown on each division page to sign up, or you can also sign up through your account that Jen showed you under the heading My Membership, and then update personal information and then edit professional interest areas, as you saw earlier. Once you join, you'll receive e-news specific to that particular division, invitations to webinars on related topics, and invitations to schedule division conference calls. We have a wide variety of divisions available, and we welcome you to connect with peers who share common interests with you. In addition to our divisions and peer groups, we've also set up a presence on many social networking websites. You can get to our social media challenges from the network's landing page. Our online forums, answers, and connections are just a click away. We have several group challenge channels on LinkedIn, and we hope you'll join one of our groups. Some of our divisions have their own LinkedIn groups, which you'll find within the individual division pages. We also have a page on Facebook and an ACCE YouTube channel. If we can access it, we will. Internet's a little slow today. There we go. And I just want to make a quick plug for our new Facebook events division group, which you can get through our Facebook page. So if you're a chamber event professional, you're someone who runs chamber events, you can request access to this, and you'd like to join our Facebook page, you can request access to the group. and we will approve it very shortly and get you on board for interaction, questions, sharing of information. We've just opened this and we're already over 100 members, so we're excited about it. You can also follow ACCE updates by clicking on the Twitter icon in the footer of our web pages, and you can get to our social media challenges from our network's landing page. You can follow our ACCE blog from our website homepage. See, I'm going so fast, faster than Jen can navigate through, but if you go to the homepage, you can click on our blog, which is on the lower right-hand corner right there. Let's see, yes, so follow the blog. And so if you're not already part of one of these groups, we invite you to join in the conversation, and we want to thank everyone for participation and contributions that you've already made and the expertise you're sharing. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to our professional development offerings and how you can find them on the website, find information about them on the website. I am going to cover a lot of ground in this section, but if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me after the webinar. First, I'll say a few words about our online education program, which we call ACCE University Online. ACCE University Online includes online e-courses, recorded convention, and other training workshops and webinars. You can access these offerings most easily by clicking on Professional Development at the top of any website page and then on ACCE University. You can find the e-courses here. Click on any of the courses to find a more complete description and purchase them if you'd like. You can stop and start ACCE e-courses at any time and view them as many times as you like, and you or anyone on your staff can access them. Included in these e-courses are recorded convention and other training sessions from our conventions from 2014 through 2017. Convention tracks by interest area, topic area, as well as individual recorded workshops are available, along with selected sessions from our conventions since 2014. These all are offered for a fee that varies according to your membership type, and you'll need your username and password to purchase them. Note that if your chamber has purchased an ACCE All Access Pass, the e-courses are included within this pass, and they're also included with the Horizon Investor Benefits. So in these two cases, you or anyone in your chamber will be able to access them for no additional fee. Now, for our convention sessions for 2018, our Des Moines convention, we have great news. Available audio recordings and presentation slides from this convention are all available free of charge on our 2018 post-convention page. You can get to that page by clicking on Professional Development, hovering over Annual Convention, and then clicking on the 2018 convention under Annual Resources. You'll also be able to find photos, videos, and other information about the convention there too. We are also planning to offer Freedom members audio from our 2019 convention workshops as well. So look for those starting in fall 2019. They should be up late August, early September. We also, so that's convention information. We also have many free recorded webinars within our ACCE online catalog. The easiest way to access them is to hover over ACCE University and then click on webinars. Then just scroll down and click on the icon for any webinar of interest. They're organized in reverse chronological order for those we've presented in the last year or so, and then in alphabetical order for older webinars. All of these recorded webinars are included within your membership. There's no additional fee for anyone in your chamber, and the webinars are usually about an hour long. Where presentation materials are available to us, we've also posted those right here on the webinar page, and you can download them for free. We've done a number of new webinars over the past several months, including webinars on workforce development, sponsorships and events, journey mapping, workplace wellness, a terrific one just yesterday on development planning for chambers, and so on. So please take a look and take a listen and download those slides. We'll also be doing additional live webinars and roundtable calls throughout the year. access a schedule of these events, start again on professional development, hover over events, and then click on calendar. You'll see a listing of everything we've scheduled, and notice that where there's an ACCE logo by the name of the event, that event is sponsored by ACCE. Events sponsored by some other state and regional chamber associations are also listed. So we are winding up our professional development programming year this month. We have a few additional roundtable calls and webinars, but we're busily planning our 2019-2020 schedule, which will begin after convention in fall 2019. I'll be posting that schedule in July 2019, hopefully before convention, so please check back. They'll all be posted here. Also, ACCE sends out a regular weekly e-blast every Monday, and that e-blast includes link to upcoming webinars and roundtable calls in that week. And we send out individual e-blasts for webinars about a week in advance. So you'll have plenty of notice of webinars that are coming up. So just watch your email. There's no charge to participate live in any ACCE roundtable call or webinar. For webinars, you'll need to register in advance, just like you registered for this one. And to do that, you need your ACCE membership ID number. Okay, I'm going to switch over to our in-person trainings, and we have several of those each year. Our biggest one, of course, is our annual convention. That's held every summer. And we're really excited about our 2019 convention, which is coming up in less than 2 months. And it'll be in the newly renovated Long Beach Convention Center from July 14th to 17th. You can find more information about the convention on our convention website page, which you can access from our homepage on the convention tile right there. Click on that, and you can find all the information you need there, and it's updated frequently. So to register, you can just click on that register today, and it will take you through the registration process. For hotels, you can look up at the top. It says hotels and travel. We negotiated special convention rates at several hotels. We do have one that still has availability. It is the Courtyard Long Beach downtown. It's walking distance to the Long Beach Convention Center and features a 24-hour fitness center and heated outdoor pool. To get the special negotiated conference rate, you'll need to book soon. The block will close on June 21st or whenever it's sold out. So click on that book room link right there for more information and to register. So to take a look at the convention program, you can go up to the top again on where it says program, and you can get the overall schedule by clicking on schedule. That includes general information about meetings, receptions, social events, and so on, including our exhibit hall and all kinds of good information there. To get more detailed information about breakout sessions, so these are the small workshop sessions, we have that information up now for day 1, 2, and 3. So click on any of those and you'll find information, descriptions, timing, and so on right there. So take a look at that. And then if you want information on our keynote speakers, just click on keynotes. You'll find information on our keynote speakers, Henry Timms, Carla Harris, and then Jonah and David Stillman. They'll all deliver knowledge, motivation, and forward-focused ideas and strategies, and we know you'll enjoy all of them. And then finally, for social events, we have a welcome party, a closing party on the historic Queen Mary, and again, take a look there for more information. As we mentioned before, even if you can't attend convention, you will get the benefit of a lot of this learning that will take place in Long Beach. We'll be recording most of our breakouts, as many as we can, and we'll make those available, the presentations and the handouts, on our website as soon as we get them after the convention. So if you can't join us, you'll be able to benefit from the information shared. And to just check back quickly again, where can you get that and where can you get it from past conventions? Click on professional development, hover over annual convention, and then scroll down for the conventions. And I should have noted, it's a little confusing. For 2015, 2016, and 2017, we have handouts there. So click on any of that. You can get handouts from any of those past conventions, breakout sessions where they've been made available. For 2018, you can get audio and handouts, and 2019 will be the same. So again, we hope you'll check back in the fall, even if you can't be with us in Long Beach. Okay, so besides convention, just a quick note about 2 additional in-person trainings. We have an annual sales training conference for membership development professionals. That's held each year in March and features speakers on a variety of sales and membership topics for both new and seasoned membership representatives. Our most recent sales training was held in Dallas in March 2019, and we had almost 100 energetic membership professionals who gathered to learn and network. We had a wonderful session and lots of learning took place. We will announce the date and location for our 2020 sales training later this year. We also hold an annual training conference for chamber event professionals in the fall of each year, usually in October, and that's for chamber professionals involved in planning and leading great Chamber of Commerce events. The conference for 2019 will take place in October, on October 17th to 18th in Saratoga Springs, New York. I'm working on the agenda for that now, and it will be available in early summer. I'm hoping by July 1st, and our registration, our hotel block will open in June as well. To find the handouts from past sales training and events training conferences, you can stay on this page here. So you're clicked on professional development, and you go down to resources from past ACCE conventions and conferences. You can click on sales training, you can click on events training, and by the way, you can find our our convention handouts there as well. So that's another way to access all of that. So again, even if you can't join us for those conferences, and I do encourage you to think about it. They're smaller. You're able to network and learn with folks in your area if you're in event planning or if you're in sales. But even if you can't, you can get access to the handouts. I'm going to take a quick detour to mention the many other opportunities here at ACCE for education and networking for membership development professionals in particular. And to do that, you can go to our membership development division page. That's the starting place for learning and networking for membership development. So you can get to that by clicking on networks, hovering over divisions, and clicking on membership development divisions. So here on this page, this membership development division page is another place to get sales training handouts. Also, if you are a new membership professional, we have had a wonderful new series of 4 webinars this spring for new membership professionals. We just completed our last one yesterday, so I haven't posted it, but by the end of today, you'll have all 4 posted under this highlights for new membership professionals. We have, it takes you basically throughout the entire sales process, and we include the presentation slides there. So take a look there. Also, we have other webinar recordings. You can also access our Circle of Champions page. I think if you go down, or maybe up a little bit, we may not have time to click on that, but if you want to learn more about our sales contest or our Lifetime Sales Achievement Awards, click on those pages to find out more. And you can find out how to enroll and how to participate. So that, and just one note, if you want to be part of the membership development division, you can click on divisions at acce.org, which is at the bottom, and sign up, and then you'll get the e-blast, you'll get the notes about the webinars, more information on all membership-related topics. So finally, I want to touch briefly on 2 other things. The first is awards, to show you how to get information on the many prestigious awards that are presented at our convention. To do that, click on Professional Development, hover over Awards, and then you'll see the major categories of awards. So just click on any of those to get more information on requirements, due dates, and contact people at ACCE who can provide more information. And then finally, last thing I'll touch on is the Certified Chamber Executive, or CCE program. The CCE is the only national certification for chamber professionals. It's available to chamber professionals who have 6 or more years of senior level management experience and are currently in a senior level chamber position. To find information about the CCE program, click on Professional Development and then on CCE. This section of the website contains information on timeline, eligibility requirements, the application, resources, and more. Also, I just wanted to note that one of the requirements for CCE is that you have participated in professional developments through education, networking, leadership roles at CCE, ACCE, and so on. So every time you participate in a webinar or attend a training, you're getting CCE points. So you're working towards your CCE as you participate in any of the professional development opportunities we offer here. If you want more information on the CCE program, click on my name, which should be there somewhere, and send me an email, and I will provide you with more information. I'd love to set up a time to talk to you if you're interested. The application deadline for the CCE for 2020 is January 6th, 2020. So that's a quick summary of ACC University Online and other professional development resources. Contact me, please, if you have any questions or suggestions for professional development topics you'd like to see us offer in the future. Now I'm going to hand it back over to Jen, who will cover information office resources and then open it up for your questions. Jen?
Thanks, Susan. And I'll just go over some of the resources available to your chamber in the information section. Our goal is to make it easier for our members, meaning any staff person at any chamber, regardless of type or size, to find the information they need to do their job. So there's a number of resources available to you. The first is Chamberpedia. Pretty soon, this is just going to be known as our research guides. They're organized by topic and include a variety of resources, including strategic planning, case studies, chamber models, and best practices. And then we have Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking, a participatory data survey tool that you can use to identify trends. You can also use it for benchmarking your chamber against other chambers. We also have our samples library, and this is a library of documents collected from member chambers with samples such as board member agreements, position descriptions, marketing plans, annual reports, and more. And samples library is going through a reformatting and weeding process as we speak, so this should be represented in fairly soon. We also have the ACCE service, and this is a service we provide to members, including a basic Q&A and also research services, and you can typically expect a reply in 24 to 48 hours. And the best way to reach us is to use the online submitted question form. So I'm going to take us into the samples library, and again, these are working documents collected from your peers, including marketing materials, membership brochures, bylaws, annual reports, and more, including award winners. And it's a great way for you to save time by downloading, editing, and customizing any document. And so the best way to search for it is to pick a broad topic and then maybe put in a keyword if you want to narrow results further. And you can see the results that you get from your search. You can also narrow further by chamber revenue size or community peer group. And again, we're in the process right now of weeding out older and irrelevant samples, and so we're holding off on adding new material right now. We hope to have it cleaned up and running, maybe not before convention, but shortly after. Now I'm going to take you into Chamberpedia, and you can get there from information and then onto Chamberpedia here. And these are chamber-specific guides containing the best of compilations in 13 chamber-specific subjects. I'm going to take us into membership. This is a popular section of Chamberpedia. And here you can see the subtopics. And within these subject pages, you're going to find resources from ACCE, as well as peer chambers and other expert materials, including research papers, chamber best practices, samples, articles from Chamber Executive Magazine, webinar recordings, and convention materials, as well as links to FAQs on more specific topics. And you can also search for topics just using our search bar. If you're looking for something specific, you can put in a search term, and then it'll return results for you. And we're pretty busy with data manipulation and cleanup right now to prepare for a migration to a new and improved system, which we're pretty excited about. It'll clean up our pages as well as allow for easier navigation and usability. And again, after migrating to the new system, Chamberpedia will simply be called Resource Guides. Now I'm going to touch briefly on membership statistics and dynamic chamber benchmarking. So to get to our membership statistics, you would want to go to Information and then Benchmarking. And the data that's collected in Dynamic Chamber Benchmarking is used to produce our membership statistics and operations publications, as well as the salary and benefits survey publication. The membership statistics report, this one is free to all members, and the membership statistics as well as the operations survey report were just released, I think less than 2 weeks ago maybe. This one's free. It has a whole bunch of information broken down by revenue category, and the operations salary survey report is available for purchase, although it is free to Horizon Investor and All Access Pass members. And you can use these statistics for member retention, benchmarking, and salary comparisons. They're great for board reports and annual reports, as well as staff retreats and strategic planning. I'm going to take you into dynamic chamber benchmarking. And the best way, especially the first time to get there, is to go to my account and then access it through here. And the benefits of using dynamic chamber benchmarking over the previous reports I showed you, the pre-published ones, is that you can customize the reports that you produce. And you can apply filters to further customize your reports. I'll just give you a little tour here of what those are. You can filter by member dues revenue, chamber staff size, your peer cluster, or by state or geographic region. And I'm not going to filter right now, but I do want to show you what a report looks like after you download it. And these reports that you produce, they're going to be great for showing you how your chamber compares to your peers and also your performance over time. I'll click through some of the slides here. And you can see where your chamber would be benchmarked. There would be another bar here showing your chamber's data if I was logged in as a chamber. And you know, the data in these reports can empower you and your staff to make decisions looking to the past, as well as planning ahead and being dynamic with your benchmarking. And dynamic chamber benchmarking reports are accessible to all chambers that complete 50% or more of the survey questions for any given fiscal year. Entering your data gives you free access to the data comparisons in the operations, membership statistics, and trends reports. And there's no deadlines. You can enter or update your data at any time, although there are some deadlines associated with awards that happen that Susan mentioned earlier. So to summarize, some things to remember are your ACCE username and password can get you into dynamic chamber benchmarking. You can participate in the fiscal year 2018 survey questions now, and you'll be able to produce benchmarking reports immediately. And you can also enter your data from previous survey years all the way back to 2012. And so the last thing I'm going to show you is our Fringe Benefits. And you can get to this from any of the home web pages by clicking on Fringe Benefits. And our Benefits Trust offers members access to high quality and affordable employer-sponsored retirement plans. And in addition to the 401k and 457 plans, we also have a Mighty Mini 401k plan designed for organizations with 5 or fewer employees. We also have group insurance plans, and these programs include life, disability, dental, vision, travel insurance, as well as telemedicine. And to find out more, you can contact Stacy Breslin, and she'll tell you more about any chamber employee benefits programs. So you've just learned a lot about the wide variety of ACCE resources and benefits. We'll take a few minutes for questions now. So if you have any, please type them into the question box in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and we can read them aloud and respond. And if we don't get to your questions right now, we can always reply by email after the webinar concludes.
Okay, thank you, Jen. We do have one question so far. If anyone else has questions, please just go ahead and type them in the question box, and as Jen indicated, we'll be happy to answer them. Jen, do you see the question, by the way? It's on dynamic chamber benchmarking.
Oh, let me take a look. When I tried to open a benchmarking report, I received the following error message. You must complete additional metrics, including answering any required questions before you have access to report generation. Yeah, so there are just a few required questions in dynamic chamber benchmarking. And let me get back in there. Here we are. So when you are reporting your data, I'm going to go back to home, and this is where you can see where you can enter chamber data. And let's go into, I think some of the financial questions are required. They are noted with an asterisk. And of course, I don't see the asterisks in this view. It may be because I'm logged in as an admin, but let's go to chamber profile. Maybe it'll show up in there. Usually there'll be a little asterisk. Oh, here we go. I was looking over on this side. Yeah, so all these with the asterisks are required questions. And if you don't fill these in, you won't be able to produce reports. So there's just a handful of them. I think they're mostly in this chamber profile section.
Okay, so if you have problems with generating the report and want to reach out to Jen directly, feel free, and I know that she can help you figure that out.
Yeah, we definitely can assist with any specific dynamic chamber benchmarking questions. And while you're in here, there is actually a chat. So if you're in here reporting data, this is offline because I'm in the webinar, by the way, but usually I'm on it, and you can chat really directly and immediately with me or another team member.
Okay. Another question is the Sean group still active? and this person would be interested in connecting with state level chamber peers. I do not know the details of that particular group. I'm not the liaison to it, but I will follow up and we'll get back in touch about that. So good question, and I will we'll get back to you on that one. Any other questions? Okay, well, if you think of any in the next few minutes, feel free to type them in or contact either Jen or myself or anyone at ACCE if you have further questions. This webinar has been recorded. I'll post it. I'm hoping to post it today or tomorrow before we all go off for the long weekend. And it will be on the ACCE webinar page, which you can get to, again, by clicking on professional development. Click on that one and then hover over webinars there we go. Hover over to webinars and it'll be on that page. So, and I think that's it. Let me do one last question check here. No more questions? Okay, well, thank you everyone for participating in our webinar. We really hope you take advantage of everything we have here at ACCE. Don't hesitate to get in touch with if you have additional questions. And I wish everyone a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for being part of ACCE.
Bye-bye.